Hey Scorpio, thank you guys for being so patient with me for these zodiac readings. Like I had mentioned before that I think it was like Taurus through Sagittarius that was completely wiped out, and I've been trying to keep up with doing personal readings and making sure you guys get your timeless zodiac reading. So this is a video for all of my Scorpios. If you have that placement in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, you just have to look at your birth chart and see what applies. Sometimes only a tiny portion of your story is told on one video. So I always encourage people to look at the other videos I have, because you are more than just one sign. So let's hop into this energy. Scorpio, you are so done. Like, if this video resonates with you, you are Scorpio and you're done with it. Like, for some of you guys, you could be hearing a song on the radio that reminds you of someone that you used to be with, or it could be a friend, a lover, but you're just like, ugh. Or it could be like, you know how you like see something or smell a perfume or hear a song and it reminds you of someone that you just can't stand? That's the energy that I'm getting here with this villain. And this energy is number 11, okay, with number 38. So there's something that you're very clear about cutting off. The full moon speaks about releasing, so it's like there could have been a person or a situation. And it's so funny because this person is the scorpion is what I think about with the water in the background, because you guys are a water sign. And this says you can always rewrite the story. So it's kind of like you guys could be like about to cut someone off, like Scorpio style, like F it, get out of here, like you are no longer welcome. I'm going to literally cut you off, cut you out. And what I'm seeing here is that someone could have taken your kindness for weakness. Maybe you showed someone a different side of you and they just took advantage of that. And so you're looking at this person like, I need to destroy this villain, like be my own hero with this hero heroine archetype. Like maybe it's something that you worked really hard for. It could have been a connection. It could have been a job. And you're just like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I'm so over it. I'm cutting this energy out. I've been fighting too long for this, especially with the 5 of Swords. This is like winning at all costs, but it's also like so much heartbreak with the 3 of Swords at the bottom, and the 2 of Swords is like indecision, and it's like, I don't know which way to go. I'm just going to destroy it. You know, like now you're just at the point where you're like, I don't even care about strategy. Like, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go. And another 5, guys. This 5 of Pentacles can talk about leaving a relationship that you don't want to, feeling forced out. See how there's a lock on the door and there's a guard dog? Maybe there's someone in your life who's supporting you, leaving something, or it could be a loss of money, like something about your integrity. Because the fire to me represents that internal fire, like your passions. So some of you it's with work or someone that you were passionate about that you felt like you had to defend, and now you're just kind of like, you maybe at one point put up a fight for it, but you're like, F it, I'm walking it away. Yeah, at one point it was a great opportunity, it felt like, but you're just like, I'm so over it. And with this villain thing, the universe wants you to know that, like, just because you lose something or you destroy something or, you know, you get rid of someone in your life, it doesn't mean that everything that you went for was in vain. And I have chills, like, when I'm saying this. Like, we have the You Are Healed card. It says the healing that you've prayed for is on its way. So there's been a lot of contrast and a lot of fighting energy and low vibrational shit. Like, this is just like wrong people around you, wrong relationship, like something about dogs. Maybe someone was loyal to someone else, especially because the dog is not on your side. It looks like the dog's on the other side. So maybe like someone that you trusted to have your back didn't have your back. Like, you know, it's like you wanted someone that was going to climb the mountain with you, go the distance, but it just felt like there was some sort of deception. And like what the universe is saying, because you guys came out in your own reading with this Scorpio, which I think was so funny. This is the energy of what I'm asking, like what needs to be released from Scorpio. It's like assuming that everyone sees the beauty in you. And I know that sounds really harsh, but I can say that to Scorpio. Because you see here, this woman here, and regardless of gender, so don't get caught up on gender, guys. This is just energy, okay? There's something about your natural nature that needs to be released. You see how she's got the same hair? Which is so funny. She's a redhead. But this is showing me that it's all you, okay? So there's something about your natural nature. For some of you, it's not destroying a villain. It's destroying, and I hate to use the word destroying, but it's like You're kind of like that death energy, like, because Scorpio represents the death card. It's like you're destroying a part of yourself because you're over it. You've learned your lesson. Like, you have the teacher, some sort of lesson that you went through that was really harsh, and you're like, I'm destroying that part of me. But what the divine is saying, it's not about destroying your sweet nature. This energy right here is telling me that it's almost like maybe you wanted people to see the beauty in you, or see your talents, or see how good you are. And then also with Gemini is, it could have been a Gemini in your life or another Scorpio, but what or a Libra, but what I'm seeing here predominantly, Gemini represents communication, speaking, talking. And so some of you guys could have gone back and forth about, you know, about that, but it's like there's something about talking too much or sharing too much of what you do too soon, or just vocalizing things that don't need to be vocalized. And only this is, you know, it's going to resonate with different people, but it's like there's an aspect of oversharing in the wrong ears. Like, the music symbols give me that energy. It's like almost like the energy of showing your cards is what I'm feeling. There's a lot of defensive energy that's coming out in this reading with the Seven of Wands. I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you're always like, she's like, you know, I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me, or I'm going to defend this. I don't want you guys to like feel like you have to destroy the sweetness that you have. I want to get a clarifier for this villain, because this is a very interesting reading, my Scorpio. Interesting. This one, let me see, one card for my Scorpios. Just a clarifier for this villain. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have your energy, the death card. So there is definitely something that the divine wants you to cut off. It might seem harsh, but it could be someone or something that needs to be cut off because you're on your last leg. Like, there could be something that triggered you into this feeling. And you see how this person is like the wounded warrior. They're very tired. The Nine of Wands. 9 is the energy of being alone, going it alone. Like, I'm tired. Like, I can't move. The eight of Wands are behind her. So you made a move, and it kind of feels like it backfired. And it's funny because you have the Eight of Wands behind her, and you have the Eight of Wands right here. But the divine wants you to know to keep going. Even though you're walking away from something that it seems like that you wanted or might at one time been favorable to you, just keep walking away, because it's like, preserve your energy for where you're supposed to be and get rid of anyone or anything that's in the way of that. And it's just like, keep moving forward. Don't give up. Like, even if you're tired, rest, but don't quit, because you've been doing a lot of fighting. See, you got the 7 right here. You got the 8 and the 9. So you're making progress. It just doesn't feel like it because of what you're looking at. So anything that doesn't feel good, get rid of it, get it out of your experience, because the sun is coming. The sun is going to come out, you know what I mean? But a lot of times we can get fooled by things that seem like they're really great for us, but they bring a lot of conflict. So you have all the 5s here. You have 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. So anyone that makes you feel like, oh my gosh. So you see how the sun is pointing out of the hands? The 5 of Wands to me is always like petty jealousy, competition, like just like low vibrational. Like, all this stuff here is just so low vibrational. Like, Scorpio, like, you shouldn't even be involved with anybody who makes you feel like this. And it's like, you're trying to preserve that little light that you have left, that fight that you have left. The sun's trying to peek out of the 8 of Wands, and the sun's peeking out of here. Go towards the sun. Keep going. Keep going towards that feeling of happiness. The sun to me is the ultimate alignment. It's the happiest card in the deck. Release all these low vibrational things. Even see how the shell is low. It's as low as it gets. And when people are in the low vibration, they act like it. And you can get swept up real easily. So the divine wants you to heal from this. With this healer energy. It's funny because the mask's on, it reminds me of COVID, but this is a timeless reading, so who knows when you'll see this. But you guys really have a gift of People look up to you, people admire you. Whether you consider yourself to be a spiritual teacher or not doesn't mean you have to be all spiritual. It just means that when people look at your life, they see something that they can learn from. So I feel like with this Scorpio needing to be released, it's like a solo mindset, like just me, like I'm always by myself, like I'm just an artist, or I'm just I'm just this, or it's me by myself or something. It's like, this is low vibrational to me. It's like getting out of your low vibrational nature, getting out of like a tit for tat, like, oh, you did this to me, I'm gonna do this to you. It's ascending. I really feel you guys are ascending. Even how these wands are up, it's like head towards this, it has the wings, and the teacher card came out last. So Scorpio, this says you inspire young people to learn. And the book has a picture of a butterfly, and that's the death card energy. It's about transformation. So the things that you've gone through in your life were not supposed to be in vain. They're supposed to help you get to the sun for yourself. But I really see when you transmute, like it's almost like you're in the teaching phase, but now it's time to graduate. It's time to graduate to your life is an example of what to do. So people really look to you, even if you don't realize it. Your success inspires others. So it's not just about you, not to make you feel like a burden, but with the Samaritan energy, it says refines your capacity to help those who you would prefer to ignore. So maybe you're like, I'm not trying to help nobody. I'm just trying to do this for myself. Like, I ain't got time to be doing all this. Like, I'm no saint. Like, I'm not trying to I didn't come here to save the world. But it looks like this is part of your purpose. And once you stop fighting it, this is going to come in. Look how seamless this is. There might be someone who literally is in alignment with you and helps you, like you do your thing, they do their thing, and it makes your life much smoother. But just surround yourself. You see how they're in sync and they're in a high vibration. Literally the Samaritan is up high. They're doing that like trapeze thing where they fly through the air. That's way higher than this energy where you're on the ground trying to fight people. And I say that lightly. I just see a lot of fighting energy, like y'all finna fight somebody. Like, she look like she finna fight, she look like she finna fight, this is fighting. Like, I just see like there's an old way, like, okay, let it go, be the bigger person, because you're trying to ascend. And you have literally here, you are a spiritual teacher. Share your wisdom with others. You were born to teach. So it's almost like you're fighting your destiny. Like, I don't want to teach, I don't want to share people. It doesn't mean you have to be in a classroom, but it means that the coin, if you're looking for money, because we did see financial loss with the 5 of Pentacles, or some sort of loss, or some sort of job loss, or inspiration. So if this is relationship, take it how it resonates. So if this is relationship, this is about being abundant in a connection. If this is money, this is about being abundant with material things. So this is about the entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold. So if you want to know, how am I going to make money? What do I need to do? Like, what area? If you look at yourself as a purpose of being a teacher, a purpose of people being inspired, you're going to get the coin. And that's it. You're going to get the coin because you're helping others. You're lifting the collective consciousness. And you have to take that how it resonates, Scorpio. But the lessons that you've been through, people need to hear them. People need to see them. And it's going to lead to wealth for the ones who are willing to do that. So Scorpio, this was your reading. I know I got all preachy, but if you'd like to kind of dive into your own personal energy, I'd love to work with you one-on-one. All of my information is down below. My website is strictly for payment, so you just go and you pay for your reading, and then at the very bottom of the page, there's a contact form, and we can schedule a time, or you can do it the other way around where you just email me, see when I'm available, and then book, just to make sure that you can get it within the time that you'd like. And the biggest compliment to me is to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.